Shalom, Lord of Christ. I don't know what it is, man. It's Cap Gadorhar right here, Southern California. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what's coming up, man. October 2nd to the 5th, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the barbecue. It's barbecue season, man. Y'all done been to North Carolina. Y'all done been to Chicago. Y'all about to head to New York. And then it's California, man. You know what I'm saying? So, need y'all October 2nd to the 5th. Find your way out here, man. You're in the zone, you're in the area, you want to just experience us out here on the West Coast, man. People who've been out here, they know what you about to get into. You know what I'm saying? The weather is amazing, the food is amazing, and we like to drink in moderation. You know what I'm saying? So get up out here, October 2nd to the 5th. You contact your camp leader or call me directly, 619-259-1083. Hit me up. Have any questions about any and all events that's going to go down. We got some things lined up, man. We got some things lined up for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I just can't wait to be the best guest I could host I could possibly be for all my guests. You know what I'm saying? So y'all pull up. Let's do it. Let's do it big. And all the men out here, man, all the sisters out here is waiting for y'all. Can't wait to see y'all. You know what I'm saying? We fired up about it. You know what I'm saying? Black and brown, united die, all that. You know what I mean? Fuck ice. Ain't gonna be no ice and no cups. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have cold drinks, no ice though. You know what I mean? If we do have ice, you know what I mean, it's gonna be ice cubes. You feel me? So, let's get it though, man. You know what it is. October 2nd to the 5th. Let's go. Southern California barbecue.
Commanding General YAHANNA here, I.S.U.P.K, the original I.S.U.P.K, 1969, Body of Christ. Here's what I want to tell you, man. Now, I want you to think about something for a minute. You've been studying the scriptures. You've been watching us on tape. You've been watching all kinds of camps on tape. And as you've been watching and studying, you realize that it's coming to the point where you got to put this into action. that you need to step out there on the street and handle that work. Now, here's what happens to a ton of brothers. A ton of brothers go out there without coming through the school and learning what they need to learn. And what happens is they run out there and then they run into problems that they don't know about. And they try to get them problems answered online and calling brothers and all that, and it creates a bunch of confusion. And in many cases, it eventually chokes the truth. It look like it ain't gonna choke it now because you feeling strong, your energy's up. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. You understand? I've been doing this 40 plus years. Okay? Ask anybody my name. It's gonna all be bad, which it's supposed to be. All right? Christ said when they speak all manner of evil against you, that's when you know you're doing this work. Do yourself a favor. Come to the I.S.U.P.K first. Learn from the original school first. Even if you think it's too militant or too this, too that, don't let anything block you from getting the pure knowledge first, straight from I.S.U.P.K. I'm saying this out of love because I'm seeing too many brothers fall. They're getting up under cats, they're getting with their clique. Bring your clique here and let your clique handle I.S.U.P.K. Because here's the deal. If your clique ain't strong enough to handle I.S.U.P.K, why would you go out on the street and get swallowed up out there? And if you feel like I.S.U.P.K ain't got it all down, then you should be man enough, you and your crew, to come to us and lay down and break bread and talk about these scriptures. Ain't no harm gonna come to you. Ain't no harm come to a man that disagree with the truth. You ain't trying to harm us, we damn sure ain't trying to harm our own. So come to the I.S.U.P.K, sit down in our classes, learn from us, and then you can make your serious decision on what it is that you're supposed to be. And I guarantee you, you're gonna realize that it was much more than what you saw on that video, man. Much love to all you warriors learning, growing, and getting ready to bust out into this work. I see you soon. Shalom, family.
October 3rd, it's an all-black party. You feel me? All black. That means all black. Try to make it as much black as you can. Listen, it's gonna be right after the election. We're going to an all-black party, Raquel's Jazz Lounge in Rialto. You know what I'm saying? 134 South Riverside. Pull up, man. Everybody's welcome, man. Just pull up. You know, this is your invite. You don't need no personal invite. You don't need to hit your inbox, none of that shit. This is your invite right now. Pull up, man. We got it down at $10. $10 at the door. You know what I'm saying? You get there early before it's free. You feel me? So pull up. You know what I mean? You can take out a big ass tent in the back and everybody else will be in the other two rooms, other two floors. So let's do it, man. Pull up, man. Let's show up, show out for the city. I got my out of town people coming, man, here from 9:30 to 1:30. You know what I mean? Going up. You feel me? Let's get it.
Shalom, Lord of Christ. I don't know what it is, man. It's Cap Gadar right here, Southern California. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what's coming up, man. October 2nd to the 5th, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the barbecue. It's barbecue season, man. Y'all done been in North Carolina. got a bit of Chicago, I'm about to head to New York, and then it's California, man. You know what I'm saying? So need y'all October 2nd to the 5th. Find your way out here, man. You're in the zone, you're in the area, you want to just experience us out here on the West Coast, man. People who've been out here, they know. They know what you about to get into. You know what I'm saying? Um, the weather is amazing. The food is amazing. And, you know, we like to drink in moderation. You know what I'm saying? So get up out here October 2nd to the 5th. You contact your camp leader or call me directly, 619-259-1083. Hit me up. Have any questions about any and all events that's going to go down. We got some things lined up, man. We got some things lined up for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I just can't wait to be the best guest I can possibly, host I can possibly be for all my guests. You know what I'm saying? So y'all pull up. Let's do it. Let's do it big. And all the men out here, man, all the sisters out here is waiting for y'all. Can't wait to see y'all. You know what I'm saying? We fired up about it. You know what I'm saying? Black and brown, united die, all that. You know what I mean? Fuck ice. Ain't gonna be no ice and no cups. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have cold drinks, no ice though. You know what I mean? If we do have ice, you know what I mean, it's gonna be ice cubes. You feel me? So, you know, let's get it though, man. You know what it is. October 2nd to the 5th. Let's go. Southern California barbecue.
It's an all black party. You feel me? Party. You feel me? All black. All that means all black. I'm trying to make this let's. Hey, Lord Christ, man, check it out. October 3rd. It's an all black party. You feel me? All black. All that means all black. I'm trying to make this as black as you can. Listen, it's gonna be right after the election. YAHANNA's election. We're going to an all-black party, Raquel's Jazz Lounge in Rialto. You know what I'm saying? 134 South Riverside. Pull up, man. Everybody's welcome, man. Just pull up, man. This is your invite. You don't need no personal invite. You don't need to hit your inbox, none of that shit. This is your invite right now. Pull up, man. We got it down to $10. $10 at the door. You know what I'm saying? You get there early before it's free. You feel me? So pull up. You know what I mean? You can take out a big ass tent in the back, and everybody else gonna be in the other two rooms, other two floors. So let's do it, man. Pull up, man. Let's show up, show out for the city. I got my out of town people coming, man, here from 9:30 to 1:30. You know what I mean? Going up. You feel me? Let's get it.
Nobody selling you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. That's right. And it's worth something.
This is Blackwatch with Commanding General YAHANNA, the only man to lead blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
God made man on this earth. The white man he made man. God made man. God wants man to obey him.
Bringing you real news.
You don't need a black man in the White House. You need a black man in every black house.
For many years, there's a lot of black people who didn't realize how deep the racism of white America was.
You ain't gonna do nothing unless you decide where you gonna stand at with the Most High.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Righteous solutions to issues plaguing our nation.
Boy, you better wake up and see the power that is within blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians.
Join us every Monday from 9 to 11 p.m. Blackwatch. Let the show begin.
You are living in. We're here tonight with Captain Zion. Give him a hand. The other warriors from Delaware. What's your names again, warrior? Officer Kowal. Quahal. Officer Azawar. Give them a hand. They come down from Delaware. What's a nickname for Delaware that brothers use to live up there? The D. Yikes. Pause, he said. I didn't say that. Anyway, listen, they from Delaware. Give them a hand. They came down here. They came down here tonight. We also have Officer Marah, Officer Yediah, Officer Ibad, Officer Mathemya. Give them a hand. We're getting it out here. And stand by for Commanding General YAHANNA. Lord allow he'll be in the building tonight. We're going to go over the stories that happened this week, man. Listen, I pray you see something that it's been hard for you to see. It's been hard for you to see since 1969. Those of you out there watching, especially a lot of my white friends out there watching, you thought that the Hebrew Israelites had been the most hateful group in the world. You thought that we're the problem with the planet Earth. You told your black friends to avoid us. You grandmothers out there and you babies' mamas out there, you told your husbands to never join that particular Israelite group. I know you love the IUIC. The IUIC is your baby mama's favorite Israelite group. Everyone knows about that. But you hate Commanding General YAHANNA's men because, you know, we into so much polygamy. We get so much tail and we tell the truth too much for everyone out there that's listening. And you labeled us a hate group. And for years, you've been telling black people to avoid us and to stay away from us. Those crazy N-words yelling on the corner. That's what you've called us. And then while you were so focused on hating the Israelites, a Nazi white supremacist won the White House. A Nazi white supremacist won the state representatives, won the House of Representatives, and won the United States Senate, and won the Supreme Court. The Nazi hate group is in charge of the Supreme Court. While you were so worried about making sure that you were not a reverse racist, that you were not, sinking to the level of white racists. You were so busy making sure that you weren't joining the Israelite School of UPK, that you were not being called a hate group, that now the I hate group owns the presidency, the Congress, and the Supreme Court. We tried to tell you. We tried to inform you of something that you didn't want to know about the world around you. Now hate rules your world. Now, hate is the only choice in front of your face. And you might see something that you didn't want to see. The Commanding General YAHANNA was trying to tell you. The Israelite School of UPK is the only group that ever loved you. The only group that ever cared about you. The only place of mercy is the Israelite School of UPK. And I am talking to my white friends as well. My white friends out there. You better pray that God sends his son, Jesus Christ, and you better pray Jesus Christ is black. You better pray that God is black. And you better pray for the Israelite School of UPK to be the only representatives of a black God and a black Jesus. Because if God is white, then you are going to be assassinated and treated with cruelty. White people, this is something Commanding General YAHANNA taught me years ago about white people. White people living as a white man is like taking a test with 2,000 questions and there being only one answer to every question. Kill. Kill. It is the only answer to every problem in a white man's life. If a white man sees that there's a problem in society, his cure, his answer is to kill. That is his only answer. The white man sees that there's too many people that, you know, he has to have Medicaid and welfare and he has to feed people. Instead of him saying, well, let me treat people better. Let me give people jobs. Let me give out opportunities the same way I would give opportunities to white people. He says, instead, give them abortions. Instead, murder them in the streets. Instead, send the police on them to hunt their every steps so that they can be involved and enveloped and drowned in more cruelty, and eventually that will kill them. A white man's life is like answering a test that has 1,000 questions, but there's the same answer to every question: kill. You see, in the Israelite school of U.P.K, we know how to actually take the test. We know about kindness. We know about mercy. And we know how to deal with an enemy. You white men, you don't know how to disagree with each other, do you? That's what I see in white people. White people don't believe in the freedom of speech at all. And white people don't even know how to disagree. You see us on street corners all over the planet. We argue and debate in chat rooms on Cross the Line. What's that thing that Captain Tazariak goes on with the rappers? Clubhouse. We argue on Clubhouse. We argue on street corners in Trinidad, in Brixton, in London. We argue in Delaware. We argue in Philadelphia, Times Square, Harlem, New York, Hollywood Boulevard, California, Detroit, Chicago. We argue without violence, without harming anyone. You white people don't know how to have an argument without shooting someone. I see that in you. I see something in you you don't want to see. Maybe we should be in charge. Maybe we are the Israelite School of U.P.K is the true bastion of freedom of speech, because we do this every day. We never shoot anybody over. We never kill anybody. We never assassinate anyone because they disagree with us. We know that this society hates us. We know that they are the architects of our suffering, and we still never assassinate them. Why? Because we're kind. We're generous. But you know you don't have God's protection. You know you have no one to defend you in a logical argument. So you answer the question of debate the way you answer every question: kill your enemy. Right. You need to be civilized, and we're going to civilize you. Give me the perfect Charlie Kirk precept, then I'll go into the stories. I'll try to buy some time for Commander General YAHANNA for the stories. Come on. Give General Mayaka a hand. General Mayaka here.
Shalom, sir. Y'all should a thumb.
You should make a thumb, Mayak. What's cracking?
Oh, you got it, General. You got it. Good to be here. Say again?
Did you want to say anything?
You saying it all, General. Like, these are people, worth studying. These are people like you done brought out in the past everything about them. Like, these are people like you sore winners. Like, you don't get often. Like, these are sore winners. They got everything, beat everybody, strong, create their own laws, don't got to follow them, do what they want, and still mad at the world and mad at everybody. You know what I'm saying? You say something against them, it's like the world is over right after they didn't abuse you for decades. Like it's a real hypocritical time we living in. Like the scriptures say, they didn't turn things upside down, and people look at it like it's the potter's clay. They look at it like it's normal, like it's God. But everything is upside down. It's like we in the somebody in the chat a while back said it perfectly. Like what's that opposite of Superman? The anti-Superman cat, Bizarro. We like in a Bizarro world in these places, man. And the only thing this man's understand is like you bring it out is to destroy, kill. That's his answer for everything.
General Mayak is telling the truth on you. Give him a hand. Let me tell you. We're going to go into that. We're going to go in tonight. We'll go into the Charlie Kirk Memorial. Not that I'm speaking bad about Charlie Kirk. I wouldn't do that. No one should. Nor do we advocate the killing of anyone, illegally. Now, if somebody catches cancer, that's not up to man. Right. If somebody gets blood clots in their big, fat, swollen feet, that is not man's decision. That's God's decision. You see, in the Israelite school of UPK, we know that it's up to the Lord to give judgment to the wicked. We don't do that. A man cannot take revenge in his own hands. That is unlawful. So no matter how much you disagree with someone, no matter how much you think someone is harming you, you do not have biblical justification to harm anyone for any reason other than self-defense. If it is not self-defense, then it is murder. I'm going to show you tonight in class that Donald Trump committed murder on a river in Venezuela, that he committed murder, that he sent a missile and destroyed this boat that he says was full of drugs, that he says was being piloted by drug dealers who were not convicted, who haven't even been to trial, who haven't even been arrested. Nothing. Donald Trump sent a missile and murdered these people that he says were drug dealers. And of course, being a drug dealer is not a capital offense in America. You can't just kill someone for being a drug dealer. There's another story that came out in the press where Donald Trump, when he was president for the first time, when he went and met with Kim Jong-il, is that his name? Kim Jong-un. While he was meeting with them, he sent the Navy SEALs to go plant listening devices in North Korea. As they were in North Korea, the mission was so risky, Mayat, that they had to get special permission from the president to do it because the Navy SEALs were telling them this is too risky. He told them to do it anyway, and he signed special permission for the Navy SEALs to plant listening devices on the coast of North Korea. But when they went to go do it, a fishing vessel was out there. The fishing vessel just happened to be there. They didn't know they were going to be there. These Navy SEALs fired on the fishing vessel and killed everyone on board. Then, because they didn't want to be found that they were there, because now these fishermen have AR-15 bullets all in their chest and head. So they boarded the fishing boat and stabbed every fisherman in the chest to pierce their lungs, and then threw them in the water. This is in the press. This is Googleable. Everyone can just look it up in their phones right now. They stabbed them all in the lungs so that they wouldn't float and dumped the bodies in the water. And the press brought this out 2 weeks ago that this happened. You see, Donald Trump has the same answer to his problems that the assassin of Charlie Kirk had to his problems. They all have the same answer. If you disagree, if you are angry, if you have a problem, unalive the person who was at the source of your problem and then answer the next question the same way. These are things that happen. Let me give you the Israelite School of UPK's solution to problems, to people like Charlie Kirk, to people like Donald Trump, to people like, our enemies that we have, and our enemies are in abundance in the Israelite School of UPK. Not only do our oppressors hate us, but our own people hate us for their oppressor. Right. They hate us. I'll give you a precept to show you how we deal with it, just so we can buy some time so Commander Julian YAHANNA can do the big stories, all right? Give me the book of Titus, if you don't mind. If anyone wants to say anything, please come on into Zion, Delaware. Let me know. How was y'all ride down?
It was all right. One thing at all.
Glad to see you. How long did it take?
It wasn't long at all because this brother got a Tesla, so he drove us up here.
And he was speeding a ton. He said, your car was speeding. Tell that to the cop. Tell the cop. This fucking Elon Musk. Here you go again. That car do 85 all the way down. Y'all got to stop him. Get the brother a hand. The car drove. Wait, you ain't got the thing to drive itself, do you? Say what again? You got the damn thing to drive his damn self? Jesus, give him a hand, brother. Yikes. Go ahead. The damn car got you up there. Yikes. Night Rider. That's the Night Rider, my y'all.
Right.
That was a fantasy back in the 80s.
Good.
He drove Kit down here, my y'all. Did you hear him?
10 minutes till arrival, Captain.
God damn. Well, I'm glad you're here, Rock. Give Kid a hand. Give the Night Rider a hand. Let's call him the Night Rider from now on. This brother right here. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead, please. What did I ask for again? Titus 1 and something. Let me hear Titus 1 and 5.
It's the book of Titus, chapter 1, verse 5.
6, I believe.
Verse 6. If any be blameless, the husband.
Let me hear 5. No, 7.
Verse 7. For a bishop must be blameless. Verse 8. But a lover of
There we go. Look, my white friends listening out there, black people who are Uncle Toms, go get your white friends. Uncle Toms, go get your white friends, bring them into the class right now, because you might save a life by doing this. You might save someone's life. Do you know there's been about 510 mass shootings in America this year? There was another mass shooting on the exact same day that Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Alexa, how many mass shootings have happened in America this year? Someone ask Alexa or your Googles. Because there are so many mass shootings in America, it's an epidemic. It's like the COVID-19 virus that Donald Trump was at fault for. It's like so many others, like the, what's that thing when white people was getting all high and dying? Oxycontin, fentanyl. It's like the fentanyl crisis. The fentanyl crisis, you can lay at the feet of Donald Trump. The COVID-19 disaster, you can lay at the feet of Donald Trump. And now you also should see that the mass shootings, you can lay at the feet of Donald Trump, because Donald Trump influences people to follow their base nature, their base desire. And their base desire is to hurt someone. Wrap it up. Most High in Christ. Commander General YAHANNA will be here shortly, Akim. If you have a white friend, Uncle Tom's out there, go get him. Call him up. Call him on the phone. Tell him to come in here to save the lives of the Americans out there. Because we're a peaceful people in the Israelite school of UPK. Blacks and Hispanics are so much more peaceful than their oppressor. I'll show you. This is the Bible telling you how a leader should be. Right. When they were choosing bishops, which are the masters over the school, they were telling you, man, the type of person that this bishop should be. So I could come off this. I was just doing it until you got here. No sweat, Salaki. Go ahead.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 1 and verse 8. But a lover of hospitality.
How should a leader be?
But a lover of hospitality.
Think about that. That's the kind of world black people would build. Hispanics would build. Do it every day. Kind, hospitable. Oh, you're not from America? Come right in. Let me kill the fatted calf for you. Right. Let me kill a lamb. Let me clean your feet from the road. Let me wash your feet with a basin of water. That's Israelite culture. To be kind to strangers. Right. But what is the culture of our oppressor? To look at every stranger as an enemy, as a danger. What are you doing on my land? Are you on my land? They kill you if they knock on your door. That's a real story, y'all. That's not hyperbole. That's on my phone.
Not sure if the General YAHANNA's mic might not be on.
He came out.
Oh, my mic?
It's on now. I didn't hear you before, though.
Can you get me?
Second.
I gotta move this mic closer. 1 2 1 2 1 2. I'm loud.
Yeah, he's good now. But when he first said something, I didn't hear anything. And behind me, you might be a little away from
now.
The mic.
Mike, I'm gonna give you 3 count.
You perfect, General.
3 2 1 3 2 1. You can't. All right, water slot.
Mayak, how we good to go?
You good to go?
All right.
I was just saying, with Commander General YAHANNA just said that our oppressor will kill you if you knock on their door, because that didn't happen about 5 times this year. Yeah. There's a recent one happened 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Woman knocked on the wrong door. It was trying to go to her friend's house. She's dead.
Some kids, remember the kids was playing? Kids was playing, the devil shot through the door. They were playing out from, playing that game where they come up, knock on your door, run away. But these Edomites are so wound up just like the Lord, if I could,
Please, sir.
the water, just like the Lord said, they so wound up because they know they have but a little bit of time. You know what I mean? Sometimes if you don't understand, if you've never learned the scriptures like we have, you will not realize that everything you're watching is of a desperate man that's losing his kingdom and reaching with his best technology to try and grasp on to the kingdom that he has. But that this is judgment. This is prophecy. This is what goes on in the dimension that he does not control, but that the Most High controls. And everything that we have been taught, I look around, boy, I watched everybody, if I could, I watched everybody on the memorial of blowing the trumpets. And I'm watching all these super bad soldiers dressed in garb, head to toe, reading the scriptures, saying the same thing. Get me right, across the world. And you're not going to tell me a man did that. You could have did similar little something if you was a Muslim or if you was a Christian or with a church, but not that. What you saw in Memorial blowing the trumpets, the Lord built. He did that. He came out the fourth dimension and put that spirit on brothers and built something that the world is not ready for. And they falling and grasping for straws. And it's going to be growing pains. Like Christ said, it's going to be some troubles. They bugging out. They're going to be shooting through the door. Mostly they're going to be killing each other. I mean, have you seen them lately? They are bugging out against each other because this place is falling. And now is such the time for us, man, to grasp onto these scriptures. Like now's the time to truly, like the scripture said, like the Lord told Ezekiel, eat that roll. Now's the time to eat that roll, man. Eat that roll and learn all about the understanding of the Most High so that you don't get caught up into the carnality that's going on all around us. And that you continue to do something amazing. And listen, go study the scriptures. When times of trouble come, the Lord waits to the last moment. The Lord waits till you just about out of faith. Till you, boom, he come and snatch you up. It happens all the time. And so this time, we should outdo him. We should try our best to hold the reins until it look like you can't have no more faith. It's falling apart. Every other Israelite group, they gone. The purple cast is freaking out on the people. Did you see that? Y'all see? You see the latest video with them? Oh, them purple motherfuckers is comedians. If I could, real good. They is comedians. Muhammad don't give them no. He don't give them no break. I look at them. I watched Muhammad go at them. I said, boy, I'm glad you on our side. Brother, you be going at them. Right or wrong, Maya.
Cut it a one cut. He be on it.
So one of their members got robbed on a street corner. They went out to the corner in numbers, about 300 of them, trying to, do the purple passion thing. And so they went out and got out there, and the brother, a business owner, came out, He came out and asked him, hey, brother, man. And he was bold to do it. You saw it. He said, see if you can find it, you die. He said, brother, are you for the people? Now, the idiot should have understood that from the question. Mm-hmm. He got mad and tried to shoo the owner off. The brother came back and said, but brother, come talk to us. Come on and talk. I ain't got to talk to it was so sissified. I ain't got to talk to y'all. Get back over there. It was a sissy affair. And so the brother tried a third time to talk to him. Cop was there, everything. And they were so angry that the people called the cops on them. And the people called the cops on them because you're not prophets. You're niggas in purple. You're faggots in purple, man. That's what you really are. You understand? And I think they tried to separate from Big Frida. I ain't seen Big Frida. Y'all make sure y'all get Big Frida out there, man. Big Frida was the most entertaining one among you faggots. None of y'all could twirl like that big faggot.
God.
Okay. He probably was in Utah.
Oh boy.
Yo, man. You got it, you die. So this is the great time, if you find it. This is the great time, man. This is the great rapture we beginning to end up into that everybody's hearing about. This is Third World War that we hearing about. Free your spirit, man. Free your spirit. Everything you had, whatever you bought and accomplished and all that in this world, who cares if it's here or gone tomorrow? You're here, a servant of the Most High in Christ. They think, like the Egyptians thought, they could rob Israel into slavery. In the end, Israel robbed them on the way out in the wake of them giving them all that they owed them. And the scripture said in these last days, they shall seek to please the poor. They ain't got to that point now, but the Most High is going to break that pride. He's going to crush that pride. Even he letting that pride get up nice and high, real in the stratosphere. But watch closely. And in a short period of time, you're going to see the Most High, that pride right up out of him. And this place is going to start to come down because you can't get around the Most High prophecies, man. So I just had to get that Salakia off my chest. If you got it, you die, I'll go in. If not, I'm going to just get us back. I'm going to just get us back on track with what we started. All right. The Lord did a great thing among us and will continue to do it and make it absolutely fabulous. Brother called me up just today. They put out a new video from the Passover. And the video, he called me, the video had 700,000 views. He called me back. He said, I had to call you back. He said, he called me back like 2 hours later. He called me back 2 hours later. He said, listen, man. He said, do you know I've been answering texts for 2 hours? He been literally in the chat room on this video for 2 hours, just answering the texts of all the people that want to know who we are, what's going on with us, what are we doing, all that. At the end of the 2 hours, he had 900,000 views on that same video. 900,000. I can find the video if you want. So the truth is going out. And everybody else that has footage of them videos, man, chop them videos up and get them videos out. Let them see the whole entire nation, man, because the Lord is bringing in the harvest. We ain't never had a better recruiter for the Israelite school of UPK than Donald Trump. We ain't never had a better recruiter. We probably owe Donald some money. We probably owe him some money. You know what I mean? We should bring our nation together. We've been the real deal in the whole game. You got it? Let me see these. Let me let y'all see these old. This is Muhammad boys right here. Muhammad gets them, I mean, religiously. You should not try to be us.
Damn
you
right.
should not plagiarize the truth. We your brothers. You should humble yourself, shed that fake ass world you in, and come into the body of Christ and take a low seat, man. Let the Lord raise you up. That's in the scriptures. Take a low seat.
I'm not getting any sound if the people supposed to hear it.
People they ain't getting no sound.
Make it fit.
Anyway,
Sound just started.
Because
hey, to jam y'all up real quick, I'll come up off of it.
Right there. That's why we right here. We was leaving, we came back, they did it right in front of us. All right. Knocked them off the bike, pulled a pistol on them. Then the black, they didn't say nothing about that. Then we come over here and correct them and tell them they wrong for not saying nothing and calling the police. Now they mad at us.
Okay, this ain't the one. But you see how he got us and cursed them out. Now they calling the police. They calling the police on you because you acting worse than a crazy Negro on the street. That's why they calling the police on you. And they called the cops on him. And then they came over to him and tried to talk to him. Tried to say, brother, are y'all here for us? You here for the, like if you here for us, why you cursing us out? That's what the brother was trying to tell him. Yeah. And of course, that cat who was obviously untrained, didn't know anything about how he should have conducted himself with that brother coming up to him. They call the cops on you because you out there like lunatics, and you out there like a gang because you know that you allowing homosexuals in your organization and it's pissing off the straight cats, and you having a don't ask, don't tell moment, all up in the middle of that purple shit. Okay, wait a minute. I think I might have it. Hold up. Oh no, I got this. This is the other video. 50. This one got 51,000. I'm gonna let it go though. But y'all get the point. Now is the beautiful time for the real prophets. So much has been done to try to hinder them and to run them off the street. Them days are now coming to an end, because now you ain't gonna be able to fake it no more. You're gonna have to be real about what you really stand for. In the UPK, we as real as it absolutely gets. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what goes on in this earth. So I'm done, Mom. I'm done. I'm running. So
no, please. We can get to the story, Jedi. You got it.
Sir.
At Charlie Kirk's memorial, Trump rallies MAGA against political opponents.
But it was MAGA that killed him, wasn't it? Yeah. MAGA killed him. Meanwhile, he's rallying. They don't even care. They don't even care. Like there hasn't been one speech to the Republican Party to say, what the hell is wrong with us? We shouldn't be killing each other. Why are we allowing this to happen? Blah, 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 blah. All they do is spinning it and pushing it off, And let me tell you something. The worst thing in the world is for you to have to live in a kingdom where the leaders of that kingdom live a lie and want you to live a lie as well. That's what's happened to white people. They done lived a whole lie about black people and Latino people. And now fulfilling that lie or trying to fulfill that lie, and the whole thing is a lie, and they're going to find out in about 2 seconds. And some of them already turned it. They didn't already. Candace Owens or some of them other Republicans. What's that cat name? Fuentes, and all these top so-called Republican fundraisers and all that. Yeah. They turn it on. They turn it on them now because they see what it is. I told Enrique of the Proud Boys 2 years ago. Yes, indeed. 2 years ago, maybe 3, because I know he went to jail for almost 2, battling that case. It was 2 years ago. It was about 2 years ago. I told him then. I said, "What do you think is going on?" He said, "Oh, it's great, man. We're gonna shut down all the bad government stuff." And I told him, I said, "I think you're wrong. You are seeing the rise of the Nazi party. It didn't look like it then, but we saw it. And now it ain't no question." I wish we could get that tape. Do we have that tape of the Miller cat where your children are going to learn? You got that tape? Please play this tape. I'm going to show you a Nazi tape. Show you Joseph Goebbels 2.0. See, they thought they had the Jews in Germany. Then they found out who the real Jews were. And they set out on this plan, brother. This plan been in effect way back in the 70s to show you how evil they are. They emancipated us in the 60s, 64, 65. And since that time, they had already been planning for this day you in right now. They have been all out and everything. No, that ain't it, right? Oh, you're just searching through it. But this cat here is like Joseph Goebbels.
He quoted Joseph Goebbels.
He quoted him
perfectly.
Damn.
He quoted him.
Like they want to bring in Nazism because they think that is the new plan for going forward in the world. And they believe they can do it now because of their electronics. They think because of these electronics, we can now, nobody can get away from us. They so underestimate the Lord. Like it is always a mistake to discard the Most High. Right. It's always a mistake. Man. Yeah, let's hear him real quick if we could. It's a lot. And before you play it, while you queuing it up, I don't understand something. They found out that the shooter was a white boy. Yeah, and listen, not before. Remember, in the beginning, for the first 33 hours, they didn't know who did the shooting. Right. Then they found out who did the shooting. When they found out who did the shooting, every HBCU had to shut down from threats. Why did the threats come after they found out the shooter was white? That's how much hatred they had from us. The Bible never lied. The Lord said they was going to hate us from the womb. He said they would have a perpetual hatred for us. And now that perpetual hatred is coming out. And so I feel so sad for our people who are caught up in Christianity and all these other games and blind to what's happening, because they're getting blindsided like crazy. Black people, Latino people is blindsided like they can't even, they tuning him out. It's so horrific to them that they be tuning up. They be like, yeah, that crazy man up there. I don't even want to hear nothing else. I don't want to hear nothing about it. They tuning it out because it's so painful and fearful to them that they got to cut it off and just let it happen. And just let whatever he comes with, because they have no clue and had no clue. And the churches completely disarmed. Them churches was built to disarm. Them sodomites up in them churches wearing purple and what was his name? Eddie Long and the rest of them. They completely disarmed blacks and Latinos and all that. Had us turning in our guns. Made us out to be such criminals that they had to have, that we running around in the hood turning in our guns while they start, what's that thing? 3D printing their guns. They start making ghost guns in ridiculous numbers. You heard, we was on the show the other night. I think it was last week we mentioned it, where the guy had 3 tables full of guns they caught.
The kid.
16, wasn't he? Like 16 with 3 tables full, like 30 guns.
I think he was 13, sir. 13. He was 13 years old.
He was 13, and you act like young little black boys is such a menace and a predator. And what did Hillary call them? Super predators, right? At 13. Like they're such a menace. When your son's got 13 rifles, he got the same, I mean, he got twice the amount of rifles as his age. Salami, let me get some paper towels real quick. He 13, he got over 26 goddamn rifles. Say what? 26 damn rifles in the house. That is the real America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This other thing that been coming out the TV set at the 6 o'clock news, that's been a complete and utter lie.
Yeah.
Now, brother, and we was the crazy ones.
Yeah.
We was the crazy ones. What the brother said to me about the comments was particularly moving. The brother said that it was 7,000 comments on this latest video they put out, right? And the majority of the comments were from women. That's right. And the majority of the comments were all positive. They said the sisters were saying, oh, see, this is what we need. See, it's about time somebody step up. See, yeah, they thought that ICE group was, ICE was going to have it all. Yeah, let them brothers step up. And da. Of course, they in the world, you know what I mean? But they also understand somebody is looking at this thing. And the brother said the majority of the time he had to answer comments about people asking how to find us, how to sign up. Are y'all in my city? How can I bring my sons to you? He was like, can I bring my sons to you? Can they train with y'all? Can we learn? Young brothers like, yo, how can I learn? How can I train up? How can I get down? Waking up and coming to our own and coming back to our righteousness. We should have never relaxed in this place, man. And UPK never did. We should have never got comfortable in here. We should have never believed that our slave masters had decided that now we were a part of the empire. We should have been like, oh, we appreciate that and thank you. And you passed the civil rights bill and all that. But we want to keep on going on to our own thing.
Right.
Not just stop there. Like the civil rights bill was to stop us from creating another civil war, because they would have had to have a war against us because we would have risen so high. We were inventing everything. Remember that? We was inventing inventions like crazy. We was innovating. We was opening up businesses. One of the biggest fears that a lot of them have right now is how many people are opening online businesses and how these networks are getting, they ain't huge, but they just enough for Black and Latino people to get by. And really, there's a lot of those networks that should be ours, like Uber, like, DoorDash. We the ones that fill all those ranks we supposed to really own those too. And they know that we will take the little pence that we get from them, and as a people, we will work together. We done found a new blueprint through the grace and mercy of the Lord, raise up the prophets that will actually care about the Lord's chosen. You can't tell me nothing about no preacher when they, as well as they doing out, they hate the Lord's people to allow them to be in this situation at this time. Never have we ever gotten any advice from them, right or wrong. They have never, ever advised the blacks and Latinos about the impending danger of these people. The Lord said, if thou beest a watchman and standeth upon the wall and do not warn the people, I shall require their blood at thy hands. We stood on the wall. We told the truth. We brought forth the truth and let everybody know that the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of.
I'm right.
Okay. We did that, my we did that, brothers. You understand? They didn't do that. They sat up there and gassed everybody up. And now, ooh, look at this now. Let's go listen to Joseph Goebbels and see if what the church was saying is right or what the Hebrew Israelites I.S.U.P.K was telling you, which was right all along. Let's ride.
When I see Erica and her strength and her courage, I'm reminded of a famous expression. The storm whispers to the warrior that you cannot withstand my strength. And the warrior whispers back, I am the storm. Erica is the storm. We are the storm. And our enemies cannot comprehend our strength, our determination, our resolve, our passion. Our lineage and our legacy hails back to Athens, to Rome, to Philadelphia, to Monticello. Our ancestors built the cities. They produced the art and architecture. They built the industry. Erica stands on the shoulders of thousands of years of warriors, of women who raised up families, raised up city, raised up industry, raised up civilization, who pulled us out of the caves and the darkness into the light. The light will defeat the dark. We will prevail over the forces of wickedness and evil. They cannot imagine what they have awakened. They cannot conceive of the army that they have arisen in all of us. Because we stand for what is good, what is virtuous, what is noble. And to those trying to incite violence against us, those trying to foment hatred against us, what do you have? You have nothing. You are nothing. You are wickedness, you are jealousy, you are envy, you are hatred. You are nothing. You can build nothing. You can produce nothing. You can create nothing. We are the ones who build. We are the ones who create.
Like, first of all, Miller, the Jews came from the caves. What the hell are you talking about? You didn't come from no goddamn Greece and Athens and all that. He was in the goddamn cave.
If I could say,
please.
I think he's specifically trying to let you know he's talking about white people.
And he must be meaning that the so-called Jew is also a white man, which we the ones been saying for the longest.
He don't even ain't making a separation.
That's what I mean. But I'm saying they usually make the separation.
They usually make the separation.
Stop the separation. God.
He wants Greece, Rome, Athens. He's not saying America.
Right.
Otherwise, you might think he's talking about American excellence.
He's talking about white.
He's doing Rome and Greece to make sure you know he's not.
That's right.
He's talking about white people, the Caucasus. That's the caves he's talking about. The Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia, like you taught me.
Yeah,
that's the caves he's speaking about.
That's right. You right. You right. Damn right. Go ahead. Yeah. Get a mic on him. Click him up.
No, Sluggy. If I may, I can speak now. If I may, it's like he's laying down that pedigree, and he's instilling that battle cry in them to let them know that we're going to overcome the darkness. And what I got from that is like, we're going to overcome these niggas. And we have to stand on the backs of this whole incident, and we cannot let this, this thing overtake us, which is talking about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
And brother, here's what breaks my heart. Like what he just said is the real white America. And it's been here the whole time. But we've been telling us the whole time, God love everybody. We all should come together. All men are created equal. We all made from one blood. Didn't they say all those things? And we ate it up like apple pie. Let our guards down and turned our back on the Lord, threw away our laws, statutes, and commandments, and then they rose to the damn top. And just like the Egyptians, used us and drove us into the ground. Let me tell you something. What he's calling for is wiping all dark nations. Mariah, you got it?
I was giving you another video, getting it up, but you don't want it.
If he could just hold it for 1 second.
Can you repeat what you just said? You said he's calling for what?
Okay, I stopped for a second, Salaki General. What I was saying was what he is calling for is the wiping out of all dark nations by all white nations. That's what he's calling for. He's saying, let's all white nations, let's all come together and let's destroy these niggas. That's what he's saying. This is beyond deportations and all of that. This is genocide that they want to do. And once again, this kept ringing in my head. Every day that I saw what they were doing to the people in Gaza, all I could think about is, why wouldn't they do that to us? Why wouldn't they burn down those cities which they feel are destroyed anyway? They hundreds of years old, these cities, buildings dilapidated, old system, and they want to bring in the 6G system, and they want new infrastructure, and they want all this other stuff, all the these supercomputers in these cities. Why wouldn't they just declare war on us and destroy the cities and try and do to us what they did in Gaza? They literally financed the Israelis to do that to the Gazans. That's why the whole world is in an uproar. Why wouldn't they do that to us? And for us, it's worse because people got compassion for Gaza. They ain't gonna have no compassion when it comes to us. They no compassion. If not for the Lord, like we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out like we ain't never found out before how the Most High is everything. Without the Lord, brother, like these stories we read in this Bible about them being delivered from this enemy and that enemy and this danger and that danger, and the Lord reminding us when we turn our back on him, like, didn't I get you out of that horrible, horrible captivity which you had no way out of? Didn't I do that? Why the hell are you turning on me? The Most High done said that many times in the scriptures. And now is one of those times. Now is the last, final, and worst of them all, like Christ said it was going to be. Like now we about to find out why and how a valuable men of God are. Because, brother, these men of God are going to call on the Most High. And you are going to see miracles before your eyes. Let me tell you something. They are rallying that cry around Charlie Kirk to galvanize white people.
Okay.
You understand? This ain't even about Republicans. The Democrats was doing the same thing to us. And listen, and we gonna run to the Democrats. Did you play the Charlie the Booker tape yet?
I didn't play anything.
Okay. Oh, you got to get that.
Please.
I mean, it's insane. Okay. I'm saying this to say this. We've been believing that we're gonna run to the Democrats.
Right.
We can run to the Democrats, and if you notice, they're doing next to nothing.
Okay.
They supposedly don't even know what to do. This cat's straight up breaking the Constitution in front of their face, and they have no ability to change. You know why? Because the people who destroyed the people in Gaza also pull the strings on them Democrats. And if they want to do the same thing to us in America, why not? And now their computer power has risen to the point they don't need you to make music. They don't need you to do sports. In the future, football will be played by robots. Why pay a football player $10 million when I can build a robot to do the same thing he did? I can sit up there and film him playing ball and put that same style and tact in a football player in a robot. That robot, what's the name of the famous Jake? He's a coach now. Deion Sanders. I'll take every tape of Deion Sanders and implement it in a goddamn robot, and he'll be Deion Sanders. I won't even need that. And all and I'll still make my money do it. Like, this is the spirit of the devil that's in this place. And that is the spirit that was in the Egyptians. That's why they had all those gods. They had all of those religions and different things going on. And that's why this empire has it as well all over. General Mayak Salaki, please.
Oh, no. I was just going to say, and it sounded to me a little bit, General, correct me if I'm wrong, that he's even putting out a threat to the white people who ain't as racist as them, to the white people who may sympathize with black people. Mm-hmm. It's like he warning them, too. He mentioned enemies. He's warning them that you ain't going to stop us from our plans against these black and brown people. So you better be ready. And listen, like you said, and they use Charlie Kirk to do all this because Trump don't give a damn about Charlie Kirk. They asked Trump, said, so how are you feeling with what happened the other day? This is like 3 days after. How are you feeling about, what happened with Charlie Kirk? How's it affecting you? He said, I'm fine. But if you can look over here, we're doing the reconstruction and start going into how they reconstruction of the White House and all that. And he just recently told his wife, Charlie Kirk's wife, he said, I'm sorry, Beth, or whatever the hell her name is. I'm sorry. And Charlie's mad at me too. But, I don't agree with them on this. I hate my enemies. And I do not wish them well. Like, he made it clear that he ain't in with Charlie Kirk and his wife and how they pushing forgive and let's love each other and all this and that. He said, I hate my enemies. And that's that. And that's all the people that support him and his whole administration. They don't plan on being stopped from putting the grasp on black and brown people and accomplishing this white America that they trying to set out, this Nazi America. I yield, sir.
John. Heavy, damn right. Salaja. I yield. Well, that's it on the tape, right?
If you want
to go a little more, go ahead.
I have the one about Booker, and I have the same cat, Stephen Miller. Mm-hmm. For people that don't know, he is special advisor to the president. His office is next door to Donald Trump's. And I have a clip of him in college where he says something that usually would not get you a job with the president, but of course, because he's racist, it got him a job where he said we shouldn't have to put trash in a trash can because there are enough people out here that should pick up trash for us. This is him when he first got involved in politics in college, and I also have a Cory Booker if you want to do that one first.
Either one you want. Whatever you got queued up, I'm with it.
Go ahead, Murray. I'll probably do the Stephen Miller first and then Booker.
Who is sick and tired of being... Am I the only one who is sick and tired of being told to pick up my trash? And we have plenty of janitors who are paid that
Dang. I know y'all out there probably didn't hear. Was y'all able to hear that tape just now? Throw it up in the comments. Oh wait, I think they a little bit behind us. Yeah, let's play it.
Am I the only one who is sick and tired of being told to pick up my trash? And we have plenty of janitors who are paid that
They heard it. Right. Like that's a monster in the making. Yeah. That's a monster in the making. And now he's in the position to be a complete and utter monster. That's why we should love the Most High. That's why we should obey his every word. That's why we should follow every law, statute, and commandment. That's why we should hold our nation with great strength and integrity and be as humble as possible as the Lord raised this nation up and not get carnal and puffed up and destroy ourselves and put ourselves in a position like them. Because this to them looks like greatness and power. See what he said? They don't have no idea what we have. Yeah, they got all kind of secret weapons and all kind of technology and all that. It means nothing to the Most High. The Lord said, no weapon, no weapon. Either you believe the Most High or you don't. I hold to them scriptures till I die. Okay, the Lord said that. The Lord said, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. So whatever they coming with, regardless of where it come from or how so-called great technology it is, it means nothing to the Most High. The Most High is above all. You understand? And he going to bring the whole empire down. Get me Romans 9 right quick. I be wanting to read these scriptures just so they can be in the air. You understand? Just so they can be in the air and understood. We're going to play Cory Booker just to bring out what we were saying about the Democrats. Break that down, up. The one where he said, for this reason I raised thee up.
Khan, sir.
Big shout out to Zakai Ma. Shalom, Ma. He said shalom to everybody, y'all. Go ahead,
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9.
It's around 13, right?
So Romans chapter 9 and verse 16. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but God that showeth mercy. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh.
Wait a minute. It don't matter how much you will it. It don't matter how much you run to raise yourself in the earth. They spent all these years, hundreds of years, like he said, they dug themselves up out of the caves. If they understood the Most High, they would have stayed in those caves. They stood out them caves. They talk about black people. They let black people get some money or do some crime and get the money and go out and party, have a good time, and then end up in jail. This is what they did. They should have stayed in them caves. But they done came out those caves to face the Lord and tried to raise themselves up in the earth and destroy the Lord's people. And you tried to take the earth and circumvent the earth to make your own kingdom? The Lord make the earth. You come up in the earth, try to snatch the earth, raise yourself up with power and technology, and think you're going to turn the Most High's plan? You out your damn mind, man. Read on now.
Khan, sir. Verse 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose.
Even. Understand this. Even for this same purpose. What?
Have I raised thee up?
You got everything in this kingdom for one reason. For what, you die?
Khan, sir. Even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee.
You about to see the United States of America with so much power, you think nothing can stop the empire. Nothing can stop this Nazi empire for no reason, is no way. And then you're going to see the Most High. And then you're going to see the cat you reading about in them scriptures. How many of y'all saw the Crawford fight? That Crawford fight, boy, the Alvarez was tight. Mexicans are the number 2 fighters in the world. So they ain't no joke. But that Crawford, he be knocking cats out, and he make it look like it's not hard. You know what I mean? Like he ain't all sweated up and gritted up. He all out in the loose with it. Turn your whole head around. I watched some of his other knockouts. That was incredible. That's the Most High coming, not him, of course. But the Lord is going to let this man come to all his power, and then he's going to overthrow him. So, like, I'm all off the damn stories, man. Good night. You know what I'm saying? We just have to hold on and serve the Most High. That's all we have to do. We did our time. We did our time as prisoners and did our punishment as prescribed. We did what we did. The Lord prescribed another 400 years for our hard-headed ass. We done went and took the beating. You know what I mean? Even though we didn't want to. Tried everything we could to get around it. We took that beating. And now that we took that beating, you know, unfortunately for them, the Lord is going to end that beating. And as he end that beating, their kingdom, they're gonna see that all that they aspired to do, they're not gonna be able to do. Understand this, man, that when they came together under Babylon, the Lord said this. Remember when they went to build the Tower of Babel, the Lord said, now anything that they imagine to do, they can do. And that's what America did. America brought all the talent from all over the world, brought all the scientists. You go look at all the top technologies, people from all over the world, including us. And they harnessed that power, brother, to raise them up, to get them in outer space, to get out there and build weapons and armies and robots and technology and, you know, search the depths of the ocean and did all of that just like they did in ancient Babylon. And the Most High said, let us come down and separate them. Brother, the Most High wiped out all that entire Babylonian kingdom. They still trying to worship the gods of that Babylonian kingdom to this day, the Anunnaki and all of that stuff, them relics of old Babylonian witches that had all the power in the world and was full of nothing but evil. They still trying to resurrect them to this day. They have no idea what the Most High is going to resurrect to them. And let me tell you something. You gotta throw your power on that water. You know what I'm saying? Like, it took a lot of heart for Moses after coming up in that water and seeing all his countrymen killed by them Egyptians. It was something for him to still go out in that field and kill that Egyptian and have to flee up out of that country. But that brother was determined that his people would see their day, and the Most High honored that. The Most High honors a warrior that stands for him, man. The Lord ain't never turned his back. When Matthias was in them woods, I'm sorry, man.
No, get it on.
I took over the whole day. All the stories you die gonna get on me tomorrow. He's like, we only did one story. So I'm gonna have to get in here and start teaching again. Y'all keeping me all up in the woods, something goddamn way. I'm gonna get in here and start teaching again. Man, let me tell y'all, you know, the brothers stood with so much adversity. And once again, that's why we got the Bible. Them stories in the Bible is for us to remember those days. I'm gonna get up off it, man. Let us get back to these stories. Let's do the Cory Booker, please. The water.
And you said, who's this guy? Rabbi Shmuley's dressed like this clown on the back of a U.S. senator from New Jersey called Cory Booker.
Y'all heard?
Nah, they don't control our government.
Look at this, if you could, 1 second, Mara. Look at this ritual he's about to be caught up in tonight. He's young. 18, 17, young. Now, you've been watching him all in the Senate, all this, or Congress, wherever the hell he's in all this time, acting like he's for black rights, when they've been on this world. He is riding another man on his back in a set of rabbit pajamas in the middle of a circle. This is either senator or congressman, senator, the Honorable Cory Booker. Please play the tape.
He got the position of Barack Obama used to hold.
That's some weird shit, bro. That's some weird shit. I never knew this video existed, bro. He looks like those Halloween costumes. You have like a second head on you.
That's pajamas. That's a grown man in a pajama outfit, dressed like a rabbit, and they are circling him. This is a ritual. Dumbass Cory Booker don't know this is a ritual. He just know because he get up here and they do whatever they do to him, he's going to be a U.S. Senator. You sitting at home and you thinking to yourself, man, I had a good education. I don't know why I joined the Israelite. I could have went on, man, to been a congressman or a senator like Cory Booker. You would have been Cory Buttface. Okay? You would have been Cory Wide Butt.
That's what you would have been. Because God knows what happened after the music stopped. Play it one more time, Mariah. Let everybody see one more time the Honorable Senator Cory Booker.
He's literally.
Oh, that's Rabbi Shmuley, and you said who's this guy?
Rabbi Shmuley is dressed like this clown on the back of a U.S. senator from New Jersey called Cory Booker. Nah, they don't control our government. That's some weird shit, bro. That's some weird shit. I never knew this video existed, bro. He looks like those Halloween costumes. We have like a.
Like, listen, they make the circle and then they open it up and they let him come in with Shmuley come in. That is a ritual going on right there with this brother. Go ahead, you die.
If I could, sir, I thank the Lord.
I bet you find it in the Talmud. I bet you'll find it in the Talmud. Salaki, go ahead.
If I could, sir, I thank the Most High for you, sir, in this Israelite school of universal practical knowledge. Because it says that this is a rabbi dressed up in this rabbit outfit. And Lord knows what's getting ready to happen afterwards with that. Like what goes on there goes on in the Sakari, the I.U.I.C., the Christian Church, the Muslim Mosque, and the Senate, but it does not go on in the home of the truth. Water to you, sir.
So they might not know who Rabbi Shmuley is.
Please,
Rabbi Shmuley, for you brothers and sisters that don't know, he's like one of the most famous Jewish supremacists that exists. You Google his name. I mean, he's a kill every Palestinian, destroy everyone that's an enemy to the state of Israel. He's a famous Jewish supremacist, or what they call Zionists. That's Rabbi Shmuley.
So now you know why while the Palestinians is getting slaughtered and the Israelis getting bombs, why the Honorable Senator Booker is not doing a damn thing or speaking out or screaming on the steps of the Congress or nothing. Because while he's thinking about signing against it, all he can remember is Rabbi Shmuley with his rod up on the back of his neck while he jumped up and down in an evil, wicked-ass ritual. Now, you in the wickedest world at all, and you hated us, those of you out there. You hated us for telling you the truth. You hated us for bringing you the gospel. Hated us for saying the world you live in is fake and not real. Now you know the truth. Now it's coming out. That's hell. You know, man. West Philly for Life 1992 said, Rabbi Shmuley tried to bring down Michael Jackson. Now, who knows? Who knows? Just imagine the control they have over the black community. Over the music, over the movies, over the political parties. I bet you over the courts, definitely over the finances, the businesses and so forth. You know what I mean? Feel free to turn in your rank now, yo. You get too bad, it get too hot. What we saying? Go ahead. Come on.
Maria Stevenson in the comments said all they had to do was put Big Frida in there.
That's who they, you know what I mean? Right. Listen, I'm gonna hit you. I ain't sure Big Frida ain't been in there.
Yikes.
That twirl was awfully, you know what I mean? That Big Frida twirl, that might have come from shooting. You know, man.
You die.
Massive grinder outage reports coincide with the Charlie Kirk Memorial Service in Arizona.
If we have any sense, we would run away from these people. We would run. You hear me? Go ahead, you die.
Conor Khan, sir. It's good night. Right-wing personality Charlie Kirk's memorial service took place in Glendale, Arizona on Sunday, and surely by complete coincidence, Grindr experienced outages in the area around the same time. Reports claim that tens of thousands of people attended the memorial for the controversial podcaster with high-level MAGA politicians and other public figures flying across the country to attend. Republicans quickly tried to pin the killings on trans people and trans ideology before a suspect was even in custody, and Kirk himself made plenty of negative remarks about the LGBTQ plus community.
Can I say one thing, sir? Please. And this, I think this goes on exactly onto your point about how regardless if you think it's red or blue or right or left or Democrat and Republican, someone else controls the whole thing. Because for years, I'm sure there's people right now watching that think that the Republicans are anti-LGBT.
Right.
That they're the opposite of the LGBT community. When in actuality, I did some research on this story. They said that every time there was a Donald Trump rally in that city, Grindr would shut down.
Dang.
Grindr would get so filled. For those of you that don't know, Grindr is some website for gay men to have casual sex with strangers. So if you're in a convention in Alabama, you go to Grindr and they'll tell you who in Alabama wants to have casual gay sex. This website shuts down consistently all throughout Donald Trump's routine of having conventions and having rallies. And it shut down in the city. They have a map of in the city that the Charlie Kirk Memorial was in. They'll show you outages in Grindr, and it's a giant gap because it was so flooded with people going on this website that the whole website shut down.
Damn.
And so it shows you that Republicans are gay too. That's you gotta get that. Right?
Yes.
They're all gay. Like
That's it.
there's no, I'm a Republican because I'm against the LGBT. The Republicans are just as gay as the Democrats are. That was it, sir.
Listen, when they listen, give it up, gentlemen. Let me tell you something, Bob. When they sitting up there playing that country music with that country hat on,
yikes.
Oh, in a hometown girl and all that. All I could think of is that movie Brokeback Mountain.
Yikes.
I ain't seen the movie. Just making it clear now.
He's West Indian.
Yeah.
You don't watch that.
But now watch that type of thing. Huh? Never that. like when that came out, I said, come on, man. I said, that like Brokeback Mountain was close to what's really going on in that damn Midwest and down in them South and in them places that they big time sodomites. Because the Roman Catholic Church is molesting them by the tens of thousands. Don Lemon finally came out. You heard Don Lemon? Don Lemon recently came out on his podcast speaking out and saying he himself is a victim of child molestation. And he said, and that's why he had such an interest in the Epstein story. He was chasing down Marjorie Taylor Greene on her stance because now she another one turned on Trump enough and went and was bringing out how the Epstein files should be released because, of course, so much child molestation in it. And he came out and said he was one. And the Roman Catholic Church, of course, been molesting tens of thousands of children and spreading homosexuality like a wildfire. You understand, among the white community. And because of it, so many of the white community are, pretending to be, big old tough cowboys, 300 pounds with a big tough beard. Meanwhile, them cheeks is a bit rubbery. Them cheeks bounce a little, my eye.
Good.
Man, and that's what, like you saying, that's what has really, like, we gonna have to deal with the truth from now on. We can't live a lie no more. Our life depends on it. We got to live the truth now. And the truth is God is in charge. And you can't get around his laws, statutes, and commands. And I got a question for Republicans. Republicans say they love Charlie Kirk. Republicans say that they believe in Jesus and that Christians should join the Israelis. My question is, if everybody knows that God is coming back to take all these kingdoms down, why are you trying to build empires on this earth? If you're a Christian, why aren't you turning the empires
Why aren't you telling the empires that they should shut down and let Jesus Christ reign? You're not doing that. Like Stephen Miller ain't saying we're going to let Jesus Christ reign. Stephen Miller said what we going to do. We going to be an empire. We going to wipe out the dark nations, in essence, what he was saying. They didn't, that's not what all you right-wing Charlie Kirk lovers is doing. You ain't really turning over to Jesus, because if you was turning over to Jesus, you would not be rooting for America's future. You would be rooting for Christ's future. You'd be rooting for Christ's kingdom. But you're not, because you don't serve Christ. You don't serve him because you now know that he's a black man.
That's right.
Rough call.
That's right.
Rough call. You know what I mean? Salaki. That's it. What? You know what
Hidayah.
General Kabal Mob said they would assassinate the white Jesus. Please. If he was white, they'd knock him off too.
Okay.
Sure, man.
Donald Khan. 3 killed in third U.S. strike on alleged drug boat in international waters, Trump says.
I'm sorry, this is the second time this has happened in a few months. Please, Hidayah.
Colonel Khan, sir. Donald Trump said Friday he ordered another airstrike against a boat in international waters in the Caribbean that he said was trafficking illicit narcotics. On my orders, the Secretary of War ordered a lethal kinetic strike on vessel affiliated with the designated terrorist organization conducting narcotics trafficking in the U.S. Southcombe area of responsibility, Trump said in a post on his social media platform. It was his third such strike targeting alleged drug traffickers and the second one this week. U.S. Southern Command's area of responsibility includes South America and the Caribbean Sea. According to Trump, the strike killed 3 men who he called narcotic terrorists.
Unless you want me to.
Please.
If I could, sir, just to bring everybody up to speed on this. This is a drug boat. Now, there's a judge, Anthony Napolitano. He used to be a superior court judge. And he came out with a post when this first happened to say that this is extrajudicial, which means they haven't been arrested. They haven't been before a judge, which means it's murder. That's his words. And he's a Republican. That it's his words that these men were not convicted of any crime.
Yeah.
There was no tribunal of military judges or civilian judges that ever said that these men were guilty of a crime that was worthy of the death penalty without a court. And he said there's another word for that. That's murder. That's his words, that judge's words. That he just murdered these men. And even called that old narco-terrorist nonsense, whatever the hell that means. That means he could just call anything. You're a CVS shoplifter terrorist. Right. You know, you're a catalytic converter stealing terrorist. You're whatever. You can just name anything terrorism. Like you're stealing people's Cadillac converters from their cars.
Right.
The cars start to crash. Listen, that's terrorism. Right. You can name it anything if you just have the same answer to every question. Yeah. So like sir.
Yeah, damn right. And let me tell you something. Trump don't need to fire a single shot to shut down drugs. Trump could shut down the drugs worldwide. All he got to do is give an executive order. Once again, like I always bring out, that no government agency in the United States, regular or clandestine, will no longer participate in the transport, shipping, distribution, or setting up an apparatus of any kind to distribute narcotics in the United States or anywhere in the world. Tomorrow, there'll be a vacuum of drugs like you ain't never seen. You know what I mean? Like, I'll believe it when the brothers on the corner start complaining about there ain't no drugs for them to sell. When they start complaining, then I'll know he's really doing something about drugs. Because drugs, you know, they're bringing in more drugs in here from in diplomatic pouches than you would ever imagine.
You know what I'm saying? They acting like, you know, these cats is randomly internationally selling drugs in the United States. Give me a break. You shut down the border. You put, you know, man, you running every Mexican out the country. And you know, where's the drug bust? Where's the drug laws? Like by now, it's been what, 6 months, 8 months he been in office? Yeah. He been on a tirade about shutting that damn border down. You got ICE agents all over the place. What, drugs still just free flowing into the United States? Give me a break. The United States are drug dealers. The minute he announced that he was going to give that he wanted the military base in Afghanistan back, oh boy, I said, oh boy, he gonna let them shut it down over here, but he want that Afghanistan. He want to make sure they stay. Like, y'all need to give us that base back because we need a spot where we can fly our own planes up out of here. Like, why would he want an old base back that they gave up years ago in Afghanistan, who are not allies with them, who went and became allies with Russia? They remember they had an audience with Russia and China. Right. So why are you so interested in that military base in the largest opioid growing fields on the planet? Right. Why? Because, of course, it's part of the American economy. And let me tell you something, Mark. It was such a, like Steve Miller's right about one thing, that nobody have seen the things that they have created, because the things they created to destroy us were truly otherworldly. Like, they were otherworldly. Like, they created drugs out that just vacuumed you in one hit. You took one hit of the crack pipe and lost 20 years of your life. You took one hit, $2. Whoop, one inhale, and you just inhaled 20 years of your life. You gone. That's what happened to us. In the 60s, you went out and took one hit in the arm of their heroin, brother, and you gave up 40 years of your life. If you took heroin in the 60s, you right now walking around, however old you are, right now, still taking methadone, trying to survive and get up off of the last bit of them drugs. And even if you got off the drugs, you still in a horrible, horrible state to this day. So yeah, they've been masterful at it. And now, I get a little conspiratorial on you. Part of what Stephen Miller is talking about is now that all this new electronic stuff they done created. They created a whole lot of electronic stuff out that's on a whole nother level that they haven't revealed. They don't always got to give you drugs now. They got all kind of electronics to get you high and do all kind of stupid things to you in your mind, mess you up in all kind of ways. And they're going to start bringing all that stuff out. Many of them are really just weapons that they're going to use against our people and people around the world. Stuff they got in all kind of classified places and hidden up in warehouses. They plan to get it on with all of that. But the Most High's people, all they got to do is turn to the Most High. And they're going to see amazing things. You're going to see things like you ain't never seen before. It's a lot, guys. Damn right.
If I could just back you out, because, you know, there are a lot of black people, black Christians who are in Chicago and Los Angeles that have some dream that Donald Trump will come and shut down drugs in drug-infested neighborhoods. That is a stinking lie that you only believe because you believe that white cruelty is the cure to every problem. Right. You believe that armies and tanks marching down your block will in some way make the neighborhood a better place, instead of just turning your already poor neighborhood into a poor neighborhood in Afghanistan now. Right. Now it's a poor neighborhood like the poor neighborhoods in Iraq. Can I give you some proof that should just be simple logic to all you Christians that want Donald Trump to stop drugs from coming in the country? Donald Trump right now has shut down the border, like Commander Juliana said, right? Take it to the next level. Shut the entire place down. Lock up everyone in their house. Every single American citizen is locked in their house. Lock them up in their house for 23 hours a day. When they leave their house to work, make them drop their pants and open up their butt to make sure there's no drugs in their butt. Will there still be drugs in America? Yes, because I just gave you what happens in prison.
That's right.
Prisons are completely locked behind gates. The people are locked in a cell for 23 hours a day. When you come in and out, you have to drop your pants and open up your butt for them to look in your butt with a flashlight. And everyone in general population is high. Right. Every last one. Why? Because the guards bring in the drugs in prison. Right. So it doesn't matter what you do to the inmates. Like, it's irrelevant. Lock him up all day. Listen, tell every citizen they got to stay in the house and only come out for work. Lock the door behind them. Put a guard on every block so that no one can leave their house without getting permission. Bring a buzzer and let them go to their job and be at their job checking their pockets before they leave their job. Check them, search them when they go to the bathroom, search them when they leave work and come. And your block will be like prison, and everyone on your block will be high every night, all day, because everyone in general population is high all day with prison-style security. Right. What do you think? What is wrong with you? Yeah, because I'm gonna have to go. I can't do it anymore. I don't have your strength. I don't have no faith or strength because you know prisons like you black.
Yes,
I mean, right. We got white people. We're black. We got cousins in jail.
Yes,
we got friends in jail. We know the security in jail is not enough to stop drugs from getting in jail. So how the hell could security be strong enough? This shit.
You got give it up.
Listen.
Hey, go ahead, Maya.
I was gonna say if hypothetically, let's say a ton of cocaine was on those ICE airplanes going back and forth, who would catch it? Who would find it? You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna stop it when the government is controlling it? I yield, sir.
And how you gonna have 800 National Guard troops on the streets of DC and you ain't stopped no drugs in the nation's capital? You got FBI agents, everything on the streets, and 800 National Guard. They walking around full tactical gear. A nigga can't even get off his porch. You got soldiers everywhere. Drugs ain't slowed down yet.
Sir, I see the videos when they're at the Home Depot and at a grade school graduation. Fool that I am, I've been waiting to see the video outside the crack house.
Yes.
But I'm watching TV like, well, when you gonna pull up the Javier crib and catch him with the crack house?
Yes.
Or the heroin den?
Yes.
Or Kensington in Philadelphia?
Yes.
Or Los Angeles? You're never gonna bring these ICE down to the crack house ever? But you at the grade school.
Yes.
You at the high.
Yes.
I mean, that's
you snatching babies out of mother's hands, and meanwhile, I'm riding by the same dope dealer. These niggas 20 deep on the corner, partying, getting high, drinking liquor, and you got National Guard troops all over the goddamn city, and they ain't even thinking about you. You ain't fooling nobody out. You ain't fooling nobody at all. You just come for one purpose and one purpose only, and that's to do damage to the Lord's chosen people. You fear us. While you doing all that talking, you fear the people that have been the most peaceful with you. You scared to death of them because you done figured it out that the Lord is coming for you. The Lord, I heard they found some comet out somewhere. The 3-2, y'all heard about that? The 5, what's it called again? A rock floating in space. You scared to death. What's it called? The name of that damn comet? It's a comet out there got the white man scared out his drawers.
I know they said the rapture was tonight. About
is that right?
It's any minute now.
All right. Yo, man. Yeah.
Sir, I believe it's Comet Atlas.
Yeah, Comet Atlas. They out there. There's a comet flying through the sky. Got the white man scared to death. Because he's scared that Christ's going to come out of somewhere and get his behind. And that's why he just continues to push the lie that Christ doesn't exist. The Lord don't exist. There is no God. They went out in space and now there's nothing out there. Blah, 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 blah. Believe it if you want to. You're going to find out that you were talked about thousands of years ago. You were prophesied about thousands of years before you came on the earth to do this horrific
evil set of events that you are seeking to do right now. And you're going to be the cause of the Third World War. Even how Israel went and bombed Qatar. I know I'm jumping ahead.
please.
But Israel bombed Qatar, and the whole, once again, the Lord is in everything. The Arab world just a couple of years ago made peace with Israel. Remember, they made peace and made pacts with them and all that. They went in there and bombed Qatar, brother, and all them Arab countries came together to discuss what the hell we getting ready to do, because they realize now what's going on. The greater Israel is them taking over their countries, which is what they're doing. And America, according to what Stephen Miller just alluded to, America and Europe and the rest of the white world are thinking the same way. They thinking, damn this Brexit, the hell with China. Now let's go take over the world. Let's put every dark nation in subjection, and let's don't have no laws for them. Let's don't give them no sense of they can have justice on anything. That's what they really want to push. But once again, how great is the Most High? When we read for years in here, not to mention everybody else for decades, read how the Lord said that he would draw them all into the valley of Jehoshaphat. We watching it before our eyes. That bombing in Qatar, the killing of them Gazans, all of that is bringing that attention to Gaza, all of it, and tying America and Britain to it as well. And on top of it, countries like China and Russia are trying to create their own currency to break away from the United States. If that's not biblical prophecy, so you could think whatever you want to think. What God said was going to happen is happening before their eyes. I'd be a fool to doubt what I see happening right before my eyes that was written 4,000 years ago. I'd be negligent to not know that that was coming from a higher power. And brother, it's happening, and you're going to see more. They're going to invade Iran eventually. They're going to invade Iran and all of them are going to go down and invade each other. They're going to invade Saudi Arabia. When they invade Saudi Arabia, brother, the records of our history are going to be revealed like you've never seen before. And while they are fighting back and forth, they are going to be revealing how these dark-skinned people are really the real Jews. Here's these records. Here are these records. Here are these proofs. Here's what we had. Them Bedouins got all them records sitting down there in the desert, buried under the sand. And in that day, they're going to be bringing them records out as this place starts to go to the end. And it's going to be being brought out so that we could wake up and get ready to go back to the Most High. And then this place is going to end in global thermonuclear war. That's going to be the end of this place at the end. Please.
If I may, so is Israel going to fall first before America falls?
No, none of them are going to fall until the Lord wipes them out. They're going to be battling each other. China will be battling America. They'll be fighting over Taiwan, just what you're seeing now. They'll be battling for the Arab world will be fighting as well. And then the Lord going to enter into the battle. And he going to enter into the battle with the angels, with Yahawashi, and then they're going to say, yo, just like the way they're acting about this comet, they're going to act like that about Christ. They're going to turn and say, yo, let's stop fighting, man. We got an alien coming from such and such and such. And he got weapons. It's an invasion. And they're going to turn their weapons towards the Most High. They ain't even going to battle each other no more. They're going to be halfway destroyed already. And then they're going to turn to the Most High to battle him. And when they turn to the Most High to battle him, then you're going to see it on. Then you're going to see angels coming out them ships out like ghosts on their ass. And it's going to be on. And you're going to sit back out. You're going to have a feeling of joy that your human body has never experienced. It's going to be a level of joy that is going to change you into another being. You're going to have a level of holiness that's going to literally change your humanity. You're going to like when Paul said you're going to be changed in a twinkling of an eye. When you see that after 450 years of slavery, all 450 years is going to be answered. Woof, in one moment.
brother, you gonna go up into that ship, and it's gonna be. You have not experienced that level yet. None of us have, but we will. And what we don't know from all of this suffering and abuse, how much we are loved. You go back and read the stories of Daniel and Ezekiel and how they fell down. Daniel fell down and fainted. Angel lifted him up and said, "You are greatly beloved of the Most High." Touched him on his mouth and put the spirit back in and showed him, you are beloved of the Most High. You don't know that you beloved of the Most High. All you brothers and sisters, man, that are choosing the righteousness of the Most High over your own personal self, the Most High is seeing every one of them decisions, and he looking at them decisions and looking at your suffering and looking at how through your suffering you don't realize the great thing you're doing in your suffering. You just doing it because it's part of you, and you learn the truth, and you know to not be evil. You know what I'm saying? So you do right, even when it's so much evil around you. It could be understood that you participated in that same evil. You still won't do it, and as a result, you understand, the Most High see it. That's why Christ came back and said, for as much as you have given a drink of water to the least of them, you have given it to me. And you're going to even ask, you're going to say, wherefore, why am I getting this seat in this kingdom? And he's going to tell you, because of what you did when you didn't have to do it and nobody was looking. You understand? Because you made them steps, I'm going to give you this seat in the kingdom because I did see it. And brother, that spirit of righteousness is going to reign in the earth, because when them angels show up and stop the greatest army in the face of the earth, the joy is going to be insane. Could you imagine the children of Israel standing on the other side of the Red Sea and watching the most powerful army in the world under Pharaoh get vanquished in 1 hour before their eyes? Get swallowed up and just gone before you could realize what just happened. You know what I'm saying? It's like you walk outside and white people catch a disease and all die in an hour before your eyes. Before you could realize what happened, you're gonna be overwhelmed. You're gonna be. That's what happened to the children of Israel. If you could have the strength to believe the Bible. Because they have beat faith out of us. They beat the Holy Spirit out of us so that you would not hold faith. That's what the point of this torture is. This torture is to take that spirit from you. You understand? So that you don't hold on to the Most High until he deliver you out of this hell. When you got to hold on, count your life worthless over being a servant of the Most High. Put it in the balance. Servant of the Most High, live a good long life and die old. Servant of the Lord, live long life. Fuck live long life. Servant of the Lord, and I get live long life and every damn thing else. Right. Remember, Christ said, you shall receive 100-fold in this world and in the world to come. That's where you walk up in this work. Let them talk. They bad now. This they kingdom. They done had it good and great, but you in the time of the end. You must not see it. You think because you dropping bombs and got, whatever them B-35, whatever them bombers are, Trump sent over there, bomb whole cities, wipe out towns. Israel over there bombing up whole city, turning it into rubble, beating his chest with his greatness, blowing up all over the place, reveling in the ability to murder and shed blood. The scripture said when Christ returned, he shall have a vesture dipped in blood. Okay. Like you gonna, and the scripture says, since you love blood, blood shall pursue thee. Right. You like a little blood. Oh, you bad. You like a little killing. No problem. Let me let some blood pursue you. And remember, that ain't happened to old virgin daughter of Babylon. Old virgin daughter of Babylon ain't never had her ass kicked. And never had her ass kicked on U.S. soil.
She ain't never had that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what the Lord could do. He could do anything. He'd kill you with bees. Oh, you want a beef? No problem. I'm gonna send bumblebees from all over the world. Destroy your whole kingdom. He did it to the Egyptian. You wake up one morning and there's billions of locusts eating up all your crops, all your food, all your money, in your house, in your toilet, in your bed, in your woman's drawers. You can't get no box. You try to get a little box. You open it, you pull the drawers down, and the locusts come out, buzzing on your ass. You can't have a glass of wine, nothing. You understand? He'll shut your world down and your puffed up ego like that. You won't even understand what happened. He hit Egypt with the hemorrhoids. Woo! They walking around with diapers on, half they ass hanging out in the crib. You in the crib, half your guts and balls, everything is hanging out so hot. You trying to soothe that damn thing. Don't play with the Lord. You man, be man. Be man and be mindful that you a man. Don't go stepping out there messing where you don't need to be at. Stop puffing yourself up. The Lord said, I made man upright, but he sought out inventions. You sought out things to make yourself more powerful than the Most High. Shame on you for thinking you could even go down that road. Now spend 1,000 years in slavery for disrespecting his authority and power. You know, man, y'all better get me out of here. I'm on the rack. I done messed up the show. Muhammad told me you should stay at the house. You can tune in remotely, you know, man. My simple ass that came up here, knowing I shouldn't come up here, knowing I was gonna get all up into it, y'all. Because
you make the show better, General.
Right.
You inspiring these people. They in the comments like, oh my God, the General keep a ninja having hope. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's inspiring, sir.
Through the grace and mercy of the Lord, and it would never happen not for these brothers around me right here and right now. Not for the brotherhood, we would none of us would be able to accomplish or rise to the goals that we have. We have received something from on high, brothers and sisters. We received the insight and the truth of the Bible. That's all we was given. But the Lord said this, I use the foolishness of this world to confound the wise. So he said, look, I'm going to give you my little foolishness here. You've been wicked. You say you want to come back. No problem. Here's a pound of foolishness. Go on, fix everything. While they building nuclear weapons, he gave you a pound of foolishness. So go on, fix everything with that. You wonder, well, how am I going to do this? I just got a pound of foolishness. How am I going to take on all the empires of the world? Meanwhile, you displayed and put that foolishness on the water, brother, and it's going to bring down every empire on earth. It's going to bring forth every prophecy listed. And bring forth every day of righteousness. You going to sing on your bed with a two-edged sword in your hands. And you going to bring the kings into fetters of iron. You understand? That is the patience of our saints. We got to make it happen. Make our nation great, General. Salaki, General.
That's right.
My mouth. Go ahead.
Oh, no. You listen, just remember, Stephen Miller said, our enemies, you will build nothing. You will not prosper. Like, that's their mindset. Like, they know they powerful enough. They can stop any opposition from building. But what did the Most High say? If we going to build a kingdom right up under the nose of these kingdoms, he said in Daniel, we going to build his kingdom right up under the kingdom of these evil empires. So we building, and they can't stop this kind of building, sir.
So true. You know what I'm saying? So true. The Most High is so humble and laid back on this earth and all this wickedness that nations think they could actually defy his full-fledged authority. After finding out about him, you think you could actually come up against his authority. You must be out your mind.
You're going to feel his authority real soon. Real soon. Salakia, on top of what Mayak said. Go ahead.
No, I thought you were stopping.
I am stopping.
Okay, I'll just tell you the time. That was it.
You want to go one more or you want to just clip it? What's your biggest one, you died? What you got? Come on with it.
Ghana Wakan, sir. ICE denies using excessive force as it broadens immigration arrest in Chicago.
One more time.
So like ICE denies using excessive force as it broadens immigration arrest in Chicago.
Once again, they decided to harm us because that's the point. The point is the same point the Egyptians had, which is to get rid of us because of everything, of how great we became in their empire. So, of course, now they want to use excessive force. For what? For little immigrant farming women and men? That's what you use them for? Is that many Mexican drug dealers in here? And like I mentioned before, you must want to take over their country because I can't see no reason to want to get rid of so many. The farm's shutting down. People are going to be starving in 6 months if somebody don't work these farms. And you're not going to get black people to do it that fast. Eventually you might, but you're not going to get black people that fast in these cages to go out and start doing the farming that you now. And then why would you even do that when you're getting farmers for $2 an hour? You understand? Doing the best farming in the world. And you better not have a problem with them robots. Boy, they better not have a problem with them robots. Them robots start acting up, people are going to starve to death because you think you're going to bring them robots out there and them robots are going to do the job. Good luck.
Right.
Go ahead.
Sir, if I could. And I think Donald Trump is so stupid. I think that a lot of his followers are believing he has a plan for getting rid of all of the laborers on farms and destroying the farm system. I think in their mind, they're hoping that he has a plan, but I don't see anything that says that he's thought about it at all. If I can give you one story, Stephen A. Smith said this week. He said that he interviewed Donald Trump a long time ago when he was thinking about buying the Buffalo Bills, the football team. And he said the NFL told him he could not buy the Buffalo Bills. And in an interview with him and Stephen A. Smith were talking, he said in that interview, he said, if those mother effers don't let me buy that football team, I'm going to get them back. I'm going to become president.
Damn.
He said that back then. And another thing that happened this week, which I've heard no one mention, because I don't know if they know how stupid he is, like how selfish he is. Remember a few months ago when he told the Washington Commanders, he said, change the name back to the Redskins.
I remember that.
He said, do it now. And they didn't. And then tanks came to Washington, D.C.
Damn.
When he told them, he said, you can find a tweet where he said, go back to the old name of the Redskins. Do it right now. He said it in that, I think I'm using the exact phrase. Do it today. Do it now. The Washington Commanders did not change their name. And all of a sudden, D.C. got invaded by tanks.
Damn.
And I think that they look at Donald Trump like he has a plan.
Yeah.
We might not understand it.
But it's in that brain somewhere.
It's in there somewhere. I don't believe he does. I believe he is reactional, meaning someone crossed him. They didn't change the name back like he told them. And he told them to change the name back to Redskins. They didn't. Here comes the tanks. Yep. Here they come. I'm sending the tanks in. I want to buy a football team. If you don't give me that football team, I'll become president. And now F with all of you. And I believe this is just that. So I hope you farmers out there ain't waiting for, some type of plan to unveil itself, because he's just angry at somebody, mad at some industry, mad at maybe just some billionaire that he talked to or played golf with. And this billionaire might own corn or, own soybeans or some shit. And he just says, F the soybeans. I'm getting rid of all your employees. I'll give you another one.
Yes.
That a factory that he just picked some factory that had South Korean employees.
I remember. And it was something that Biden had.
Yeah.
It was a Biden deal.
Yeah, and the deal was so good for America, so good for the ally, South Korea, and he just sent ICE in there and got rid of him because he's mad about something, like some angry about something. If you're waiting for that idiot to unveil some master plan, Lord be with you. That's all I can tell you, Salaki, sir.
Like that's damn right. Like that is how a schoolyard bully operates. Yeah. That is insane. That's it. Insane. That's it. Idayo, you got one more big one. That's it, sir. Nothing else big? Okay, that's it. Hey, I want to thank everybody out there for joining us, man. I.S.U.P.K.com. Delaware in the building, holding us down. Captain Cesar Warm, Bad Warrior, and his team. Got some good hitters with you, too. My man, we rode together in Hebrew Academy. We did our thing, you know what I'm saying? And you, too. You was in there, too. Hold it down. This guy here, boy. Y'all got to keep them skits going. Y'all killing us with those, man. Big shout out to the sisters. Big shout out to Naima. Shalom, sis. In the building with us tonight and all the other sisters with you. You know what I'm saying? In the house with us tonight. Of course, big shout out to the heavy hitters in the building. Haas is getting that wheezing taken care of. So big shout out to General Muhammad in the building. General Makala holding us down online. You understand? And of course, Officer Moran and his whole team. Officer Yadiah, Officer Ibad Hayah, Officer Mathumyard holding it down. Big shout out to you too, Mathumyard, doing your thing over there in Trenton, man. Doing a good job with that. Holding that down, you know what I mean? That's great work, great ground in that. Hey, I'm Commanding General YAHANNA, man, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. If you want to change your life, if you want to understand what's going on in this world today, contact us. We got schools all over the world. Brothers and sisters waking up to bring you this truth and to show you exactly the world that you're living in and not the fake world you've been in. Right. It's time for a new day, fam. It's time to wake up. I'll see y'all next time live on the UPK.
Shalom, Lord of Christ. I don't know what it is, man. It's Cap Gadar right here, Southern California. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what's coming up, man. October 2nd to the 5th, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the barbecue. It's barbecue season, man. Y'all done been to North Carolina. Y'all done been to Chicago. Y'all about to head to New York. And then it's California, man. You know what I'm saying? So need y'all October 2nd to the 5th. Find your way out here, man. You're in the zone, you're in the area, you want to just experience us out here on the West Coast, man. People who've been out here, they know what you about to get into. You know what I'm saying? The weather is amazing, the food is amazing, and we like to drink in moderation. You know what I'm saying? So get up out here October 2nd to the 5th. You contact your camp leader or call me directly, 619-259-1083. Hit me up. Have any questions about any and all events that's going to go down. We got some things lined up, man. We got some things lined up for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I just can't wait to be the best guest I could host I could possibly be for all my guests. You know what I'm saying? So y'all pull up. Let's do it. Let's do it big. And all the men out here, man, all the sisters out here is waiting for y'all. Can't wait to see y'all. You know what I'm saying? We fired up about it. You know what I'm saying? Black and brown, united die, all that. You know what I mean? Fuck ice. Ain't gonna be no ice in no cups. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have cold drinks, no ice though. You know what I mean? If we do have ice, you know what I mean, it's gonna be ice cubes, you feel me? So, you know, let's get it though, man. You know what it is. October 2nd to the 5th. Let's go. Southern California barbecue.